guys, very warm welcome to your own show, Gurseema's Gup-shup. So I've got a beautiful mutiar at the studio of Gup-shup, Urja, the name that automatically gives you the energy. Miss Urja Khanna, very warm welcome to you.
Thank you.
So Urja is second year student from Flame University Pune and pursuing psychology, communication studies, all this. We have first segment, Aapki Kahani, Aapki Zubani. First of all, very warm welcome to Gup-shup
Thank you
show
so much.
and let's listen to you, please.
Okay, so I'm Urja Khanna. I was born and brought up in
Amritsar, okay.
And I've been studying in Flame University since the past 1 year.
Okay.
I'm doing BBA in communication studies with minor in psychology.
With minor in psychology. I would just like to know, because you are there at Pune,
Right.
but then your entire schooling has been in Amritsar.
Yeah.
From which school?
So actually I changed schools thrice. First, up until the 4th grade I was in Springdales. Then
Right.
after that 5 years I did my schooling in Mount Literacy School, which is now in Victus.
In Victus,
And
right.
then in my 11th and 12th I did in the Millennium School.
Wow, she's got, bright things to share from the three schools that, okay. So, was there a specific reason to change the schools?
Actually, I don't think...
Or you wanted to grasp the knowledge from all the good brands?
No, so while I was in Springdales, there was one little incident because of which my father got really disappointed because of my schooling there. I mean, no offense to anyone,
Okay.
that school was amazing. But then actually mostly my cousins had suggested, like my cousins' parents had suggested my parents that there's this new school opening up.
Mount Litera?
Yeah.
So you went to Mount Litera?
Yes.
Chale. Springdale से Mount Litera तक पहुँचे फिर Mount Litera में क्या हुआ कि that you felt thought of changing the school?
So Mount Litera was relatively new and they did not have an 11th and 12th up until our class.
Until your batch.
Yeah, till our batch. So then I thought, I always knew that during my 11th and 12th I'd probably change schools.
You'll be changing the school.
Plus I also thought it would be like a good opportunity to really step out of my comfort zone. And
So it wasn't that challenging to adjust.
No, I thought it would be really challenging, but it was actually like I got used to it. Eventually I got to know how to make my
She's quite adaptable, it means.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how the different cultures you must have learned, and you have been there. At present, what stream you are pursuing?
Actually, since I'm in Flame University, which is a liberal arts university,
Right.
first year of my college life was basically just exploring around subjects. So the curriculum there is such that...
So you will just share something about your Flame University also,
Yeah.
let our youngsters catch something from your chit chat, please.
So throughout first year I was just exploring my options, like what all I could do. There wasn't like a specific stream I was studying in.
Okay.
So actually while I was in 11th and 12th I was doing humanities, that was my stream.
Okay.
And
so you never, I'm just interrupting you, you never thought of going for the medical or non-medical stream?
No.
You opted for humanities?
No.
Your parents never wanted you to? Because yes, I feel it was the time 2.5 decades before.
Yeah.
It was the inclination towards the medical and non-medical stream was more.
Correct.
But like from past, this more than 2.5 decades now, it's the time. I feel so many options are there for children.
Correct, yes.
So you never planned to go for medical line or non-medical line?
No, so up until 10th, I knew that I wasn't good at math, so I couldn't do physics, I couldn't do anything in sciences. I was interested in biology, but then my parents never really pushed me to go, like they've always been very liberal and they don't believe in those stereotypes, even till date I have experienced myself like stereotypes towards doing psychology,
right.
For that matter humanities. Like I remember when I scored above 90s in my 12th grade, everyone was like, oh wow, congratulations, and every time I told them that I got this much in humanities stream, they were like, oh, then it's easy.
But it's not like this,
No, it's not.
It's like whether you are in humanities or you have opted for any other stream,
Yes.
it's your hard work that makes you score the 90% marks.
Okay.
It means it's a big achievement for this school, and a lot of hard work is put
Yes.
behind it. Okay, please proceed.
So in fact, Actually, this is something I was embarrassed about before, but now I talk about it openly.
Right.
That during the 12th grade, in my midterms, I actually failed in one of the subjects.
Okay.
And that was the first time I ever failed in a subject. So
you couldn't clear. Which was that subject?
So actually, I had taken business studies in place of political science in 11th.
Okay.
So I was doing that, and from the rest of my subjects, it was like a little class apart or something, and it wasn't something I was used to studying.
Okay.
So I wasn't exactly good at it, or I didn't study hard enough for it because I took it for granted. I thought, okay, it's okay.
Right. It happens with everyone.
Yeah.
Chalo.
But then I took it really hard on myself when I failed in a subject. It was a huge deal for me. And then, but I think
that must have happened for the first time.
Yes, exactly. In my whole school life, it was the first time I ever failed.
Okay. So what was the particular reaction of your parents, your mom and dad?
They were furious.
They were furious?
They took my phone away from me. They were like,
oh, that's so disheartening. See, phone is something, while I am interacting with you, still the phone is, with me. It's like phone is something we can't leave our phone just...
It has become more than an accessory. Like my father tells me, it has become an extension of our body at this point. We can't do that.
Yes. So it was very disheartening for you.
Yes, but then it also gave me a major boost. Like I ended up scoring over 90s in my final board exams in BST itself.
Okay, so you scored above 90.
Yeah, so I worked really hard, and I started taking classes for it. I used to go every day for 2-3 hours.
Okay, so you worked hard.
Yeah, I really worked hard. But that's what it taught me, that it's really not, like in our society I feel that failing is a really big deal, like everyone takes it really, in fact there was also this movie I think by Sushant Singh Rajput in which something like a child failed in their examination or something and then suicided, and a lot of people do that now, but it's actually the message of that movie was actually very accurate. Like it's okay to fail sometimes in life, even if it's more.
But if you bounce back with the double energy, that will always be a stepping stone to your career.
Correct, and actually it always is, because some part of you you feel humiliated, and there is always this.
But then your hidden powers are triggered.
Exactly. Then you're pushed to do better.
Exactly.
You're pushed to step out of your comfort zone.
So what? Then?
So then eventually I scored well, obviously.
That's fine. Acha, is that if we say ki Urja, what is your aim in life? Like what you want to become in life ultimately at the end of your career? What is your basic concern or the passion?
As far as passion is concerned, I love writing. In fact, for a really long time I wanted to be a poet because I used to write a lot of poems. But as of now, honestly, I really don't know where I want to be in life. I wanted to do psychology for a really long time, and that is what throughout first year I had taken up psychology related subjects.
So you're happy in whatever the decision you have taken?
Yes,
the way you're...
because eventually I realized that in psychology particularly, I like reading about consumer minds, consumerism.
Right. So
that is where I think business comes in. That is why I took a bachelor's in business administration.
Right. So it means you are moving as per your passion is concerned. So you're happy in that.
Yeah.
That's nothing. You haven't decided the end point or the end product of your entire journey. What you aspire to be.
Because I feel sometimes when you set, it's good to set goals obviously. But
Right.
sometimes when you set that sort of expectation and because of circumstances in life, you're not able to achieve them. There's a lot of frustration, and then low self-esteem and all that comes with it.
So you're on the safer side. It's okay. Happy, go lucky, whatever comes in your life.
I go with the flow. It's fine.
You go with the flow.
Yes.
Share something about your parents. The bond that you're sharing with your parents. You are putting up a nuclear family or in joint family? Joint family. Come on, let's listen to something.
Okay, so I'm actually a single child. I don't have any siblings, but
Achha.
My chachi live with me. Like all of us live together, and they also have a younger son.
And it's a business family?
Yes, business.
Business class. Okay.
So he's like a sibling to me, obviously, because we live in the same house. So fundamentally, it's almost the same. But as far as my parents are concerned, I feel like I thank them every day.
But once I said I'm interrupting you, it's like when business we feel, you feel that there is a change in the upbringing, there is change in the way of our day-to-day routines. If the family is a business family, or if they are the bureaucrats, or if they are the teachers, do you find there is something, there is a change?
Change as such, actually I don't know.
Some things there must be that you find that this is the criteria of your family, and it always happens in your family.
Okay.
And it would not have been अगर ये profession आपके elders ना pursue करते. So is there something, कुछ prominent things are there to see in your family?
I don't think there's much. I can't actually think of anything that must be prominent. But I guess one family value that is taught to us since the very beginning is to always stand up for your family, always be there for them, never disrespect your elders. Basics. I think, but that is something that is taught in every family.
But today it's a system of the nuclear families. You know,
correct, yeah.
You rarely see the joint families. Everyone, it's because the westernization has increased. So everyone would like to, have an independent life. They don't. But when in a joint family, it's always like you have to look forward to your elders. You have to look forward what your parents are saying, what your other relatives are saying. So no such constraints you felt ki there is something obstruction is there in your thought process or whatever you would like to do.
No, actually that way I'm really blessed to have my parents, like both of them have always been very supportive in whatever I wanted to do.
Right.
Like I have friends who also come from business families, and they've been told by their parents that okay, you have to take up the family business, and you have that pressure over your head and everything.
Right.
My parents have always told me, don't worry about any of that. If you want to join, most welcome, it's all yours. But if you want to do something of your own, go ahead, do whatever. We're always here to, you're always a wind beneath my wing.
So that's you're blessed in that case.
Definitely.
So if we talk Urja, you have good number of friends, or you are an introvert?
I'd say I'm an ambivert.
Ambivert?
Yes, because I like socializing. I don't get really shy to meet new people, but at the same time I like keeping only a few close friends. A few people
connected to the few close friends of yours. So, okay. If I ask you that Urja, what is the ultimate thing you want for yourself?
Ultimate thing?
Maybe your career, maybe your vision for your life, or something else?
I think, so I don't know about a career goal honestly, but as far as a life goal is concerned, I will not consider myself successful until and unless I give back to the environment.
To the society.
To the society.
That's so sweet. It's very rare to listen these things because everyone is focused to achieve more and more for themselves. But it's very rare that is to giving back to society. So I really congratulate your parents. They have got such a beautiful soul as their daughter. Okay. Any fears for Urja?
Oh yes. So actually I'll share a little anecdote while I'm talking about it. So very recently, about a month ago, I had gone to Dharamshala. There is this animals NGO there called People Farms.
Okay.
And I had gone there for an internship. So I was supposed to do like a 1 month internship working as a volunteer there.
Right.
Because I really like animals, I'm very passionate about them.
Achha, so this is another thing we got to know that she is very fond of the animals. All animals? Like snakes also?
Not really. That's something I'll come to. So, basically domestic animals. I have a dog of my own. So I feel really compassionate towards cats and dogs.
Right.
But in general, I do love animals as they are.
Okay, so what are you going to share?
So basically, I had to stay there at their farm alone in like a mud house. Which was
alone?
In the middle of the forest. Like I don't mind living alone, but it was in the middle of the forest.
And you were there for your internship?
Yes, for a whole month.
For a whole month?
So
amidst the forest area?
Yes, correct. Inside the forest area.
Inside the forest area?
Yes.
So which place?
Dharamshala.
Dharamshala, so it was like it was a dense forest?
No, not really. I mean, a little, yes.
Okay.
So actually the first day I got there, the person who was managing my accommodation, he told me that, listen, Scorpios and snakes in the rana is very common. So every time you enter and exit your room, just make sure to close the door. And in case you ever find a Scorpio or something like this, just no, they're not that they're venomous, but they're not that harmful. Like you won't die because of it. And I'm just like standing there shook.
Oh God.
Because I'm scared. I'm really scared of cockroaches. I'm scared of insects.
It's with all the girls, I suppose. Even if now the cockroach is going to appear on the table of the Gup-shup, all the Gup-shup will be in the air. I don't, mind screaming and let all the audience come to know like how badly I scream.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my parents, but they were like, it's okay, it's not necessary to happen. They said it might, so you just need to be prepared for it. It's okay, you put like a mosquito net around your bed. Just do something, make do with it. So you have to learn, you have to grow up like this. I'm like, okay, I'll do it. So the first night I was there, I got a Scorpio in my room, which is right on the wall opposite to my bed. So like I could actually look at it. I slept around 4 in the night that night, even though I was exhausted because I was traveling the whole day.
Right.
I slept.
So you slept by 4 in the morning.
Until and unless that Scorpio was not out of my sight.
Oh
I was
my God.
not able to close my eyes.
So you never thought to attack on it? You never thought to do so? You were just calmly waiting when it will move ahead and...
So I just waited for it to go because I couldn't have harmed it. I don't have that much courage.
Okay.
So that happened, and then the next day I talked to my parents. I'm like, I don't know if I want to stay here. I'm really scared because if this happens again, I don't know what to do. I just froze. Like I literally just waited it to go. They're like, it's okay, stay 1 or 2 more days, see what happens, and then it'll be fine. The next day nothing happened. But then the third day, again in the night, I think I was talking to a friend over the phone and I was about to sleep. I was very relaxed. I wasn't thinking about any of this. I had a nice day. Like the work was very good there.
Okay.
So I was about to sleep and then I noticed something on the wall. Like
Mr. Scorpio was there?
No, it was actually something worse. So there was this, I don't know what's it called exactly, but it looked like a grasshopper which was the size of my face.
Really?
Yeah. And it was just on the wall. I didn't notice it before.
It wasn't that fearful thing for you to just pack your bag and go back home?
That's exactly what happened, right? Like after 15 minutes, this is exactly what happened because I was looking at it on the wall and then suddenly like I turned away and then when I looked back I was like it's not there anymore and then I heard this like a sound as if something banged on the floor and then I looked right beside my bed, there was that grasshopper down there, it jumped down.
Okay.
And it was meters away from me, so I was so scared, I was terrified, I started crying, I called my mom, I was like, Mama, I don't know what to do, I'm so scared, I don't know how to shoo it away.
Right.
She was like, it's okay, call your coordinator, ask her to help you. So I called her up and she got there, she was outside my room and she was like, okay, open the door, you need to come inside in order to get it out. But it was right here. Like if I would have stepped down, it would have come to
So you didn't even dare to, just go and open the door.
I was so terrified. They kept asking me to, spray something on it. And when I sprayed something, like I sprayed that mosquito repellent on it, it jumped over.
Oh my God.
I was crying so much. I was howling at the top of my voice. It took me 15 minutes and so much courage to just get out of my bed and go to the door just to open it.
So what ultimately happened at the end?
I called my mom up. I said, please pick me up from here. I can't live here.
So that very night they were there?
Yes, my daddy started forcing them. She was like, leave right now. I cannot see my granddaughter in this condition. So they left immediately. Within 3 hours they reached there. They picked me up and then I came back home.
You came back home.
Yes.
This is the story of the grasshopper. So now because you're here, so what you take it as, if you look at that chapter, how it happened, so what you perceive?
I mean, I understand it was reasonable for me to feel the way I was feeling. Of course,
it was reasonable still.
Yeah.
So it was.
But at the same time, I loved the work I was doing there because that was the first time I ever felt that okay, I am actually giving back to the environment. I'm taking care of animals.
Right.
I'm creating a bond with them, and honestly,
so what other animals you were? Mr. Grasshopper ka to I got it. So what other animals you were?
In case shed mein actually there were about 10-15 dogs, 4 to 5 cows, and
4 to 5 cows
yes,
also.
2-3 calves. And
cows must be very cute.
Very cute, very adorable. There was one which was only about 2 or 3 months old.
So they have the names also given the names too?
Yes.
So what were the names?
Like, I don't remember all of them, but one of the dogs was a 3-legged dog. So his name was Ola. Very cute. He was my favorite dog there.
Achha.
And then there were like triplets there. They used to keep jumping around. All of them had names. Asman, this and that. They kept like random names for them. But they were so friendly and so nice.
So you built the bond with the...
I really did. Within 3 days. 3 days is really less.
Yes, of course.
And maybe I created such a nice bond with them. And then there were hens there. And
so it's a totally different world, you know.
Yes.
When you live in certain other hostel, there you make the bond with, you know, human beings, maybe your seniors, maybe your juniors, your batchmates. But this was totally a different thing, which must have given you a very different vision and a different sort of the experience which you relish till date.
I do. I definitely do. In fact, I know when I grow up a little more, I'm less scared of grasshoppers and insects, then I will definitely go there again.
So once you came back to your town, so what was the first thing you remember? You hugged your mom and cried, or you just heaved a sigh of relief? Chalo,
honestly, heaved a sigh of relief. I'm like, it's okay, now I'm back, now I'm safe.
I'm safe. Okay. That's true. Okay. Anything else you would like to share, because my team has given me signal that I have 2 minutes more to go with. Anything else that you would like to share about your life, about your vision?
Actually, is it okay if I ask you?
You want me to ask? Okay, sure. आज Gup-shup थोड़ी उल्टे हाथ चैनल में चलती है. Please.
If that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Come on.
I really want to know about your journey with Mission Deep.
My journey about Mission Deep started in 2007 when I was a student.
Okay.
I was a student in college, then later on in university. So I was connected with this organization right from my starting of the career. In the starting, they had got the NGO's only first branch was there in Ranjit Avenue, and with 17 students, boys and girls plus, were there in the first batch.
Okay.
So after my studies, I used to go, after my college days, I used to go and teach the kids. It was my passion.
Okay.
While doing my post-graduation, I got my government job also. I pursued my government job for 1.5 years, but then I resigned when I ultimately decided that I would like to join Mission Deep properly for my work. So when I came to Mission Deep, it was like one attic room where it got started in Ranjit Avenue, one attic room, and few children were sitting there with all the absurd faces. They don't know what to do in life, and I was also equally absurd because I had no idea how to teach them, what to teach them, because they're from the slums areas. I have been, convent studying student who got the different atmosphere in life, and there is always a gap to cover it, because you feel they will not easily, capture my vision, and I won't easily know about them. So yes, of course, in the starting it was a bit difficult, but then slowly and gradually it became the part and parcel of my life. I pursued I was doing my child psychology actually at that time.
Oh.
I was a psychology student. So then later on in my majoring, I pursued to the English stream. So I did my majoring in English. I'm fond of writing poetry. 3 books have been published of the poetry. I got this passion of writing while serving in Mission Deep. So when I was here, they said, what will you teach? I said, because everything was in Punjabi. Maths in Punjabi, science in Punjabi, because children are from the very, very remote villages. And the survey of NGO says that this is the first generation that is pursuing education. Their parents are totally the thumbprint wale. They have never ever gone to school. So it was equally a very challenging process, because we are from the background where we always look forward to become some doctors, engineers, professors, and what were their aims? They had no aim in life. So then I still remember it was a board in which I wrote my aim, and everyone was saying this, what my? I said, you should have some aim. Like, you should have some aim. So one of the boys said, I would like to have my aim. He said, of course, he said in Punjabi, that I'll have nice shoes, a nice pair of shoes. Then, the thought process triggered, and I realized that even the small things, the petty things are so important for them. To have a nice brand of shoes, because he is having the slippers, he is having the chappal, and you won't give, if I'll be educated, if I'll be a good officer, I'll wear a nice brand of shoes. So then it's a time when you're grateful to God. Wow, thank you God that you've given me everything. So this is how, I am basically an emotional person. I am very emotional, and that's why I am. All the poets are like this. I don't know, but yeah, it was the few incidents of life which turned me towards Missiondeep, and Missiondeep became my ultimate goal. And I'm happy pursuing this goal till date.
That's so wonderful. You inspire me with all this.
Oh, that's really sweet of you. And it happened for the first time that Gurseema is sharing her journey on Gup-shup. So host is, my host here is Urja. Urja ne Urja di thodi si, so that's why I thought of sharing few things. Thank you so much, dear. It was wonderful to have you here, and I hope that my viewers must have enjoyed listening to Urja. She is really a beautiful soul. If you would like to interact with her or know more about her ideas, you can always contact us. Thank you so much. And Urja, this is a small souvenir which my NGO girls have designed for you. The card, Urja dear, may you always cheer, may you soar high, touch the sky. Of your parents you be pride, on success you ride, and you wish the praise. Charming be your days, charming be your days. Thank you so much, Urja. ठीक है जी, मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट एपिसोड में एक नई कहानी के साथ, एक नई सोच के साथ. So you're most welcome to your own show, Gurseema's Gup-shup. Till then, take care.